Hey, here's Joe again and welcome back to Code Vein, where we are in the Ashen Cavern to co-op with Jack. We have Giacomo here as our co-op partner, but we're actually co-oping with Jack in this level. So I'm interested to find out how that works to co-op with our old friend. You can see my loadout. RT and X has been changed to the other attack because this one is way faster. Let's find us an enemy. To show that, before I had the triple annihilator attack.
Bring it any time.
Okay, that was just too short. But it's like the attack is like really good at closing the distance to enemies, and it's way faster. And I normally don't get my third attack with the triple annihilator. I normally just get two.
You have to take whatever you can use.
Fireproof
Nice work,
tonic,
Eli.
venom toxin. So next boss will be a fire boss. So we should get rid of our fire flame weapon
right?
buff. Goodbye. Get another stamp. Wow, what a find. Yeah, we are now going into the territory where the loot that we find is every now and then. The good loot is a stamp, like it was in... Oh fuck. How do I get there? Because that's a ranged guy. That's a bayonet that she holds. That every now and then I get stupid stamps as a thing, and that's like Jedi Fallen Order, where every reward we got was a stupid thing that I didn't want. Ica Coagulant, that's new.
Oh, not bad.
I think that increases the Ica drain that we have on enemies temporarily. Or it's a bigger Ica concentrate. Can't reach over there, can we? Nope, we can't, because this doesn't... Ah, up there. Okay, we'll have to look out for that vestige to get it.
No harm in being prepared.
I wanted to run, but I was looking around and I wasn't certain that it was over yet. I like how they die into it. Can I do my second hit of the combo? No, I'm constantly at 0 stamina. That's why I'm thinking about changing back to... up there's the item that we saw. Wait! That's a region extension or activation factor. Because of the missile that's surrounding it. That's definitely an item that I want. That's the thing why I'm thinking about changing to Nicola's blood code, because it has that fortitude up possibility. I want to go towards that extension factor, which should be up left now.
I didn't think it'd be so roomy in here. They're crawling all over this place.
I didn't expect such a big room. So that's exactly what I was also thinking about. That's roomy. I mean, that's not how I speak, but it's roomy. It's definitely roomy. Can you just hit him once, Giacomo? Thank you.
No harm in being prepared.
And just hyper armor through all of
we
that.
can use?
In steel, outward
Enemies
materials.
on the
I should
Keep
really...
an eye out.
Enemies on the bridge. Upstairs. Okay. That's how we... From
Looks
there
like
is
we're
how we
in for
get
a
to
rough
that region extension. We're definitely going back for that if we don't find it.
I hope there are no enemies hiding around.
Huge hammer +6. Definitely taking that instead of the other one. Where is it? Yeah, it's better scaling. And I just was thinking about returning to the
It's hard to move around.
to the base. That's not the direction I put in. Game. I think there's in the options there's that a thing which is supposed to keep track of enemies around me, and I think that's fucking me over. Something game settings mayhaps? Attack auto tracking. Turn on off auto tracking for when you attack an enemy you are not locked onto. Off. I think that just fucked me because that auto tracking decided that I, the player, certainly wanted to attack the slime that was behind me, but then my character couldn't turn around in time. So it hit nothing instead. While I was pretty certain that I wanted to attack the guy in front of me. I mean, also that is a thing that maybe saved me a few times. But I want to attack... I want to be in control of the game. That's for me a very important part of how Soulslike should behave. That it recognizes me as being in control. Undamaged paint set. And a freaking missile. Okay, we're here in a part of the map that's bullshit. Not the part of the map is bullshit, but we're not. Oh, we already see how to get to that region extension factor. The map is showing us, so let's go there. I mean, we'll have to fight these three again. I prefer to fight not locked on with this weapon. And have a good reason for that. So that's where the map continues, but we want to go over this bridge.
Luring the enemy over is also a good tactic. We should find better ground.
Goodbye. 5,000 damage.
Can be deceiving, I guess.
Step booster. What's a step booster? That's a usable item that I've never seen before. What's a step booster? Why would we need that? But this is what we came here for.
Isn't it? Hey, it's awfully spacious here.
Region extension factor. It's another heal finally. We haven't found another heal in like ages. Okay, so let's return and look at the first part of the map again. So this is where we didn't explore a lot. Also, there's supposed to be another item here. Ah. Well.
Got something we can use. Okay. That's one
Awake
fight
MJ 09. 109. I always say 09 for that. This item, how did you see that? How did you see that character? Why is this, was this marked on the map?
That's a real gem.
An Artemis vestige A. Yeah, we found C. And this is now A. And that's maybe D. And then we're still missing B. It was C that we found last episode, didn't? Parts A and C. And Scout vestige A. Why do we only have half ones? We wanted to... There was another... That. How would we get to that? We definitely need to look out for places to fall down to, because we didn't freaking find a missile. That's where we came in.
Mind your step now.
Down here? No, definitely not. Let me go around and look down all the chasms to see what we missed. But maybe this is part of the other side of the map. Like, way later we come back. No! I see it. I was pretty certain that we didn't go one way. And I'm 100% right on that. Oh, we have that barrier buff. That's the one if I have RT and then left on the D-pad. That buff. He cast it on me. That's what the weird wigglies around me are. And that red thing is the thing. Okay, good. Blood barrier tonic. So blood and fire attack from the next boss. Apparently. Don't see any other enemies. So.
This is
something
my
that.
I'm the only one who lives with
Choose your ground well.
Make yourselves comfortable.
How's this?
How was that attack over there? Stamina. No! I've never had an attack throw me away like that.
Hey. You okay?
Why now? Okay. Fighting our way back. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, they're starting here. What? What? Why did you eat my attack game? I'm wielding a weapon that should deserve hyper armor. This is the prototype weapon for hyper armor. Why don't I get hyper armor? Okay, now I get it that it didn't hit anything because... But the interesting thing, it would have gotten eaten also if the slime had landed right on top of the blade. What the fuck is that attack? You are ridiculous. Okay. That's costing me like way too much Estus uses. And yes, it's still Estus.
I guess that worked out.
I like how we break her guard. She shields up her shield and then... We know how to get up to that bridge. We've been there. Idiot. That's not the one I... Why would the game think that I want to log on to that guy? What the fuck, game? What the fuck, game?
Healing doesn't look too good. Don't take any chances.
My healing does look worse than the last time around. Wow. That guy over there. Goodbye. Also pick that up. Also use the heal.
You're out of healing?
There's someone right below us.
Going home's always an option.
Out of healing, yeah.
Movement, right?
Goodbye. Third
This
one.
is my home. I'm the only one who lives with that.
Goodbye.
Hey, that's...
Artemis D. We still need B. But B is at the other one. What? Where's that drop? Oh god. I always need to look out for the items because I hope to finally find Queen Titanium because we could have fallen, yeah, great. You talked into my mind and now I said wrong things. Like
Well,
two vestiges
Carmilla,
for the same
it's certainly
fight?
been a while.
Maybe this is the second scout vestige and not No, it's the Survivor Vestige Part B. Did we have a Survivor Vestige before? Survivor Part B. I don't think we had a Survivor before. What's the weird order that we find stuff in? I see the enemy. Can I please log on to an enemy that I see? I can't. Okay. Then we'll be going down. Ah, wait. We dropped. We have to drop. That's not the direction I put in. I deliberately put a direction in. And you ignored me there, game. An ST activator. Why do we keep getting new usable items? Hastens recovery from exhaustion. Ah, yeah, that's a thing that I almost forget about in every Soulslike, with like, when my stamina runs out, then I get exhaustion, which is more than just the problem of stamina not returning quickly, because it does return less when I spend all of my stamina, which totally makes sense, but with my big weapon that happens a lot of the time. Okay, we can reset our stuff at the missile. And let's teleport and look. See, which vestiges are we missing? ACD. So we're missing Artemis B. So we don't want to make the part with C and D already, and don't have the one with A and B, because then we get the story in the wrong order. So we won't do that now. There we are missing a part A. Maybe, but this is enough to make the Survivor Vestige. So let's see if we got a Survivor Vestige already. And my game says to me that we don't have a Survivor Vestige. So, and we also don't have a Survivor Blood Curd. So we won't be bringing any of those back now. Good. Then I'm just going through gifts and am like unlocking stuff that I might find useful, like lightning and frost attacks and stuff when I find them, just to have it available as a thing. If a boss, like a fire boss, is there and we want some extra damage, so that we just can plop frost weapon on. So Nicola has frost weapon for 6.4k. which maxes out for 3.2k and requires 5 of our 28 late game awakes. Let's do that. Coco has lightning weapon for 920 and 460 and 5 of the early game awakes. Master it. Interestingly, here with Coco, the two things that are blocked with her, which we don't need, but I mean, Revenant's Hunger is interesting. They are with the two vestiges that we can make with the scout and survivor parts that we have. We can make this directly, and for that we're missing one part. We might want venom resistance also from Coco. And Davis has stun resistance. Also maybe stun removal. Same with venom removal from Coco. And slow removal from Coco. This is quite good. Vivification. Basically it has the vivifier item effect without using one item. But we have like 12 of those, so we don't need that. Okay. Okay. Level up. 2 times. And explore further. I'm not equipping any of those, that's just much needed maintenance to make it easier on us the next time around. What's that status effect? Oh, I didn't say deactivate, how is it called? Inhibit. I didn't see an inhibit
take whatever you can use.
Resistance thing. Interesting. How are we? We are 75%. There's still some Ashen Caverns to go. This can't be the boss fight yet. Ah! Might be thinking differently now.
Spikes everywhere. Are we gonna be safe?
Okay, we see red stuff over there. We definitely want to get that
Here's a
item.
fight that looks interesting.
Yeah. We get to there from there. What's the other side? Okay, I didn't see that.
Searching for my
That's the
family.
first part of the survivor vestige. Okay. There's one around the corner, waiting to ambush us, but we need to.
Bring it any time. Sorry.
Oh. Okay, I'm going back into the menu and turning that option back on. Because more often than not, that saved me instead of screw me. It's like every now and then it screws me, but it's way better if it saves me by freaking connecting the hit without me putting in the really right direction. Just putting in any direction and that's just close to the target. I saw that item. Powerful spices, that's for cocoa, I think.
I see something.
It's an awake. No one up here? Okay. Oh, down there's interesting. They want to invade here at the chest. Where we get a warp blade.
Take them down one at a time. No harm in being prepared.
Adrenaline, flame
Much
buff.
obliged.
Why not? Waste my time by backstabbing one that was behind me. Get focus, which is nice, because I think it gives me a bit of hyper armor. Giacomo has left me completely. He's not in the map anymore. Thank you. What was happening to me there? I definitely should have reached you with that inhibit debuff. Just as we were talking about it, getting
Still regenerate
a
some.
thing for that. Oh yeah, just as I'm really wanting to do something.
Bring it any time.
Okay, this is easier than I thought. Interestingly, he just did the wrong attack again. The one that he sometimes seems to want to do when I run and press X. But sometimes he does that attack. And there's no real reason to change your pattern on when you use what attack. I'm pressing the same buttons. You should do the same thing, game. But that's sometimes it's too much to ask of a Soulslike to have consistency in
The lost are lurking
input to output.
here. Watch the shadows.
Ah, over there. I wasn't seeing where the stuff is coming from. Okay. Let's go back to that spitter around the corner. But first of all, let's look here.
No harm in being prepared.
There is no harm in being prepared, yes. I want that vestige that's over here.
A guard in our way, huh? Leave it to me.
Let's over prepare.
How's this?
We're chaps.
Good stuff. I think I've seen this door before.
And the last Artemis
Or have
vestige.
I?
Okay.
Hey, that's... We need a key. Did you
The
pick one up?
dog tags? Since when do dog tags count as keys? Whatever. Whatever. Does this go anywhere? Yes.
Oh? What is that?
Oh, yeah, thank you for pointing me that out on the map. I didn't see what we were pointing that to. Okay. Halfway explored here. Resting. Definitely resting. Definitely leveling up twice. And also porting back because we have now some things that we can look into the memories into. Yeah, we have 4 parts of Artemis, so we'll learn about 2 story blips about Artemis. And oh, but Artemis might be Jack, and in that case I want to have Jack with me to relive his memories. With me at the home base. But I don't know if he will do that. I mean, Eva is there now, so I suppose Jack will be there too. When we didn't find the second part of the scout vestige, but we have both survivor things. Let's just go home. Interesting, survivor. Starting with survivor, I can look at the second one of survivor, where we get Revenant's hunger, which was one of the things we wanted to have. We need for this, we need Artemis vestiges 1 and 2. Which is Mia. And the survivor is Camilla and Coco. Camilla and Coco? And also Mia. Interesting. So got nothing to do with Jack. That's Naomi and Coco over here. What does that require? Nothing. Augmented regeneration. Wow. That's for the scout blood code. Okay, let's go to Mia's memories.
Damn that thieving bitch! Where did she go? She has her blood beads. She couldn't have gotten far. Keep searching!
Should we really be doing this? What else can we do? It's the only way we can get any blood beads.
By stealing.
Okay, let's get out of here while we can. This is the last of the blood beads we worked so hard for. All of the blood springs around here have run dry. I couldn't get so much as a single bead from them. I'll need to do something soon.
I'm really sorry to make you do all this scary stuff, Mia. I wish I could help you fight.
Come on, Nicola. Stop worrying about things like that, alright? As long as you're safe, I'm happy to take care of everything else.
Who are you two?
Please, I know it's a lot to ask, but could you spare some blood beads? We don't have much time left.
I can see that loss is starting to set in. You really think you can fight in that condition?
Well, I won't know unless I try, right?
Come with me. I know a place where there are blood beads.
So Camilla was helping them to get blood beads. Okay. And Camilla is also a person who Coco met? We'll learn more about that apparently. Mia's memories.
Most of the blood springs were already dry by the time I became a revenant. Blood beads were difficult to come by, even in the best of circumstances. It was all we could do to survive. That was when we met Carmilla. We soon saw it wasn't us she was helping. She squeezed everything she could from us. In this world, you can never trust a stranger. That's what she taught me.
Oh, she sent them out to get blood beads so that... Yeah, okay. Not nice, not nice. But for now... Next one.
You have
Artemis C&D into the memories of Mia.
This is my home. I'm the only one who lives here now, so make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
You can call me Carmilla. Oh, and just remember, you're going to be working for me from now on. With that in mind, you're skilled at separating others from their blood beads, correct?
You helped us even though you knew?
I helped you because it was practical for me. So long as I have you two around, I won't need to risk my own neck. Why else did you think I would bother taking you in?
Nice. Very nice.
Have you always lived alone, Carmilla?
The past really doesn't matter, does it? You've got bigger things to worry about, like the laundry.
I'm sorry. I'm doing it.
Did everyone run away from you for being so selfish?
Being nice doesn't do you any favors. When it comes down to it, everyone looks out for number one. You would do well to remember that.
We're in trouble. The Lost are swarming out there. Huh? Where's Carmilla?
I saw her leave a little while ago. She must have caught wind of them and took off. We need to run, Nicola. Get the blood beads from storage.
But those belong to Carmilla.
You remember what she said. Being nice doesn't do you any favors. Now hurry up, Nicola.
I mean, she left them there for the bandits to find, so...
And that was how it all began. From that moment onward, we lived our lives completely on our own, without any help from others. There was a part of me that wanted to trust Carmilla. She was cold and standoffish, but that didn't mean she was a bad person. I thought maybe she was just awkward with people. But I was wrong. In this world, you can only rely on your own strength. No one out there is going to save you. I learned that lesson all too well. That's why meeting you guys was such a big shock for me. You were willing to reach out to me, a complete stranger, like it was no big deal. Spending time with all of you made me realize something. It's true that being nice might not do you any favors in the end. But that's what you need to do if you want to live a fulfilling life. But when I think of it, the reason that we lived the way we did before we met you was because of everything that happened back then with Carmilla. But you know, after she took off, I never did see her again. I wonder what ended up happening to her.
We'll find out in a second.
You have returned.
That is Survivor Vestige Part A. This is Carmilla, and after that is Carmilla and Coco. So first Carmilla.
My life, everything that I had or held dear, all vanished instantly in the great collapse. I wandered aimlessly for days, searching for my family. With so much else occupying my mind, it took a long time for me to discover that I was no longer human. Where are we?
This is our new home. There must be a reason for why we've returned as revenants. We've all lost everything. But now we can build new lives and live for everyone who didn't make it.
Yeah, you're right. Sitting here and rotting away won't change anything. Let's do it.
It's trying to get a look at the other revenants, but couldn't really get a good look.
I finally found a reason to live in this terrible new world. One after another, my friends fell, joining the ranks of the lost and leaving me once again with nothing. After that, I didn't venture out anymore. And once our stock of blood beads was finally diminished, I thought it was as good a time as any for my story to come to an end. That is, until the moment I arrived in this place and met those two kids.
Okay, so bear in mind that this is where like the music is drowning out the voices. This is with voices being set to twice as high a volume as music. So this is completely not hearable if you hear it in the intended way. And I hate it. Everything does it like that. We need to hear the voices.
I have no idea what Carmilla went through. I figured she was like that because she was a revenant. I didn't even consider her own experiences, or how they may have shaped her. Maybe we could have come to understand each other, if we'd had the chance.
No, you ran away with her blood beads. Maybe you still have one.
Yeah. I would like to try to find her. I mean, assuming that she's still alive, that is. There may be more of her memories out there. If you happen to come across any, I'd appreciate it if you'd show them to me. I really do want to know more about Carmilla.
So, how does this setting, 60% music, 100% voice, how does this setting make it so that I can't hear the fucking voices? I hate it. The whole industry, the whole entertainment industry just gives a shit about you being able to hear voices. And I have good ears. The problem is if you have like need to use help to hear, it will be even less easy to discern the voice from the background. If they're like talking about accessibility all the time, why are they making the sound so inaccessible?
You have returned.
It's bullshit. And the second survivor vestige where Camilla and Coco meet. What's Valiant Heart? A Valiant Heart is for the survivor blood code, which we don't have. And Revenant's Hunger is for Mercury's blood code. Oh, it's the one where we get more haze.
Well, Carmilla, it's certainly been a while. I thought you might have gone off and joined the Lost.
I thought the same of you. I guess we're both resilient.
Did you find a boyfriend or something? You look livelier than usual.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm just babysitting for a while. Enough chit-chat. Hand over the goods.
Fine, fine. Here you are. That's everything. And I don't take refunds, all right?
She was just out buying stuff and then they ran away.
Coco. So that's what that no refunds business was about. She gave me a lot more than our original deal. That girl's getting too soft for her own good. Thanks.
And when she came home, the others weren't there anymore. Do we get to talk to Coco or to...
Carmilla.
Okay.
Her tongue was sharp, but she was nice deep down. I haven't seen her since then. I hope she's still out there being her same old resilient self. Well, I guess none of my memories are floating around out there, huh?
Anything specific you're looking for?
I had a son. I was hoping you'd find memories related to him. Well, anyway, it was a long time ago, and the story's really not all that interesting. But if you do find something, please let me know.
Definitely. Especially since I don't need to do that, you come by yourself. Normally. Okay, so I have to find some memories for Coco and her son. You have anything to say?
I've got a whole new line. But seriously,
a whole
got
new
something
line.
to sell?
That's the wrong button.
If you want it, I got
New
it.
line of stuff. I don't see anything specific.
Watch your.
I wouldn't know. I'm not keeping an eye on the shops because they are basically not
Buying
useful.
something?
We have that huge hammer +6. How does it compare? That does 1000 damage, that does 1300 damage, but just because we have the two-handed sword mastery. There might be a hammer mastery in the Fire code. So let's see. This is where I would expect it. Yeah, there it is. 36k. Let's use some of the big ones and acquire that hammer mastery. We need 18k. Oh, we don't have the awake for that. So what we're actually doing in the next place is we are swatching to Fire, where we'll change this to this and we'll be using the hammer. So look at that. Hammer is at 1153. This is at 1078. So it's not as the hammer is not as good as the other one, especially since its scaling is not as good. Like the Juggernaut sledgehammer would have a better scaling, I think. Scaling doesn't go up from... I have no idea which one would be better. Whatever. We'll be using the hammer in the next episode to get that hammer mastery going so that we can switch on the fly, like if we have a boss where we need that hammer mastery for. We have it ready. Okay. Also wanted to talk to her.
I've realized I've really got...
She doesn't have anything to say. Good. Back to the accumulator ruins, which now say that we have 100% of the Ashen Cavern. That means that the next episode is gonna begin with the boss fight against Mido. Because we have basically not really... I mean, there's still a bit of area left before the boss fight. Let's explore that bit of area now.
Bring
Here's
it
hoping we
anytime.
find something interesting.
That running attack. Oh, it's always an overhead. I like that.
You pick up something we can use?
Go to that chest. Lost invasion? No. Black Blood Liberator, that's a thingy, a veil. How do you miss all the time? That's a veil, that's new veil. That for big or for slow boys? That's for slow boys. Can't even use that, okay. I like that. That's the head of a monster, I think. No, that's wood. It's like a wooden egg with metal. We need to look at more of those weapons closely. I tried to escape that. I hate that attack of him, the spin to win. I mean, I guess it's fair that... that's the charged Y. I'm never using the charged Y, ever. I also never used it for my favorite sword. What does the charged Y do? It's an overhead attack, it's boring. Okay.
My life.
That's a
Everything
real
that I
gem.
had
The
or held
survivor
dear,
core.
all vanished instantly in the great collapse.
Focus on dexterity and both gifts that are useful in battle, so we'll be looking at that in a second. Queen Steel. This is the only way to go. I mean, we could go from there, like, straight here. Is something up? Nope. That's towards the boss. We'll kill this because I'm expecting like an RV mastery or something. Goodbye.
How's this? Sorry.
What did hit me there? What did hit me there? Ah, that guy. Curtain awake. When did that change? That dot. I didn't even get hit, was just...
It was destiny that brought us together.
Again? Survivor Vestige Part 3. We find the last part of those memories. Can we... No, I don't think we can run around that. Okay, we found new stuff. Let's teleport back. I really like this hammer and especially this attack. This is ridiculous. Can I change my direction? Like, completely? Yes, I can 180 during that. Okay. That's ridiculous that you can 180 during that. Back to base. Survivor number 3 gives us blood grab and lifesteal. Blood grab is lifesteal is lifesteal, and blood grab is getting ichor by dodging. That's both great.
Mia and Nicola. When those two crossed my path, I finally understood the reason why I had been reborn. It was destiny that brought us together. I would guide those two young souls into the future. It was my mission. I believed that. There was something about them that reminded me of my own children, the ones I'd lost in the Great Collapse.
You should have treated them better.
I took all of the blood beads Mia had gathered and placed them in storage. I figured those two might need them in case of an emergency. To survive in this world, you have to be able to live using your own strength. That's why I have to be cold. To teach them not to rely on others, to be able to do everything themselves.
It was all on purpose.
Talk to them more, tell them more, but never mind. It isn't important.
But
if I can help them grow stronger, then...
Yeah, I'm here with the Endless because that's definitely an impression that Nicola took for his robot design.
There's no need to worry, you two. I won't allow the lost to get one step closer to you. Once I'd planned to give myself to them willingly, Now, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to trade my life for yours.
Wow.
Thank you both, Mia, Nicola, for giving me one last chance to live like a human being. The time we spent together was short, but I enjoyed it. Take care.
That will be something very sentimental for Mia.
I can't. Carmilla didn't leave us behind. She sacrificed herself so that we could get away. Yet I thought nothing but awful things about her. I swore forever that I'd be the one in control of my life.
Let's make sure her efforts weren't in vain.
Yeah, I plan to stick around. I want to have a chance to pass along the same kindness that she showed me.
Yeah.
I want to work together to open a door into a better world than the one we're in.
And that's our purpose.
I want to be even stronger. Thank you. Without you, something very important to me might have stayed lost in the past forever. Really, thank you.
That was very important to find that. The Survivor blood code on its dex and gifts, apparently. No, only dex. It's just basically only dex and fortitude. That's not bad. But it's so low weight, we can't do anything with that. But we might use some of the gifts in it. There's Vit Up as a passive, that's not bad. Meh. We don't need the treasure tracker. Leak resistance and leak remover. We haven't encountered leak yet, but that might be bad. Reduces the stamina cost of guarding. Enhances kinetic vision and reflexes, reducing the stamina cost of dodging. Okay. And lifesteal. Restores hit power. That's good. But we want these two. Leak resistance and removal. Because those are the passives that we might need for a future boss fight. And we can also master them directly. So we have leak resistance and removal. Lifesteal. I don't think we'll need that. Nope. Okay. So, next episode we're gonna go over there and shut up, Giacomo. Next episode we're gonna go over there and help Jack fight Mido, I suppose. Have a nice day. See you then.